Hi everyone. So we have started seaglass hunting in a new location, and we have found some really neat things. So where we've been going is a really old place that seems like people have been throwing away their trash and rubbish for a long time. And so because of that, we've been able to find all kinds of colors, all kinds of items, some rare colors. And yeah, we're very excited about it, and we wanted to show you what we found. I have Ainsley here.
Hi.
And she's going to help talk about some of our items. So what do you want to start with, Ains?
Let's start with this piece.
Okay. So this is a red bead that our Aunt Ruthie found.
And it looks a little bit modern, but really it's very worn down and old.
Yeah. So it's hard to see on the camera. You can kind of see there, but the ends are quite worn. It's a cut glass bead. We think it is a vintage check bead, and it's very beautiful.
What do you think it's off?
My initial guess was a lampshade, but could have been a necklace, earrings. But I think, given the size of it, I think a lampshade. And then Ainsley is going to show you our second glass bead. In your hand, Ains. There we go. So as you can see, it is tiny and blue, and it is glass. It's very cute. So we've never really found beads before, and so we're very excited to find them. And then we can talk about, so some of the glass there is not super well worn, but in this case that's kind of cool. I actually think this may have been a big well worn piece and then recently kind of broke off, but it's pretty recognizable as a Coca-Cola bottle shard. So these Coke bottles have been in production for well over 100 years. I don't know how old this one would have been, but it's definitely not new. You can see the C there perfectly. Mm-hmm. And then we can look at, so this is a marble, which we don't find many of these, and this is not a well-worn sea marble. As you can see, it is still quite shiny.
But it is a yellow color, which is pretty rare, actually.
It's yellow, and it is pitted, so it has been out there for a little while. It's not new, and it's definitely pitted, and if you feel the surface of it, it's a little rough. So it's a beautiful color, and it's not something we find often. And then really color that I don't think we've ever found before is gray.
It looks a bit teal, but it's supposed to be gray.
It is gray. Let me show it next to a clear piece, and then you can kind of really appreciate the color difference. So gray glass can come from
and then compare it
a
to
few
the
things
one too. So it really is gray, isn't it?
Yep. The gray can come from, if it was really thick and round, like an old television screen, but it's really thin. But gray glass, it wears very, very smoothly. It just becomes like this beautiful frosty finish. It feels so lovely. So anyways, I don't think we've found a gray before, and that is a very exciting find. I would say the other things that I've been very excited about at this beach are finding teal. Teal is one of my favorite colors of sea glass to find. It is not very common. We've been finding, let me see if I can gather some of these here.
We've also been finding things that are teal that aren't actually sea glass either. We'll show you those in a minute.
Yeah, we found like a little teal
pottery
shard.
And
there's a really small, this is going to be really hard to see.
Here's I found that. And I found this teal mug handle, I think.
Yeah, it's like a
teacup?
polished stone. We're not sure
We're really not sure
exactly
what that
is, but
Found it in a crevice in a
these
rock.
old
It's odd.
teals, I will tell you, are very, very exciting to find. So if you look at them kind of on the table here, they look quite dark. I'm trying to see if there's a few other pieces of it. These guys look pretty dark, but then if you hold it up to the light, they're this beautiful, there we go,
They are very beautiful.
teal color. And then there's some lighter teal ones that we have been finding, and they're just beautiful. I really love this color. Really get excited when we find it. It's just old glass, really, really old. And yeah, we found loads of it, which I am very excited about. So there's a good grouping of our teals, which I love. There's another teal. This one that is well worn. Oh yeah, I have lots of bits of teal, which, like I said, is just not common. And then we have found some red shards. So we found these red shards kind of more like mudlarking. So they're not well worn, but Ainsley likes the color. But this one is, I think it's the bottom of a bottle, but that's definitely red, and it's pretty
like
well worn.
Red too.
Yeah, and it's pretty well worn. So yeah, it's like real Seaglass. And then some of the we've been finding these like beautiful, soft pastel, chunky, frosted pieces, which are just like.
Except we haven't really found a pink.
We haven't found a pink there. That's true. We'll show you
which is pastel, but we have been finding some nice pastel purples.
Yeah, we can show you. I'll show you some of our nice light pastel blues.
I actually found this one yesterday. It's a nice pastel-y purple.
Yeah,
sort of thing.
This is a really dark purple here.
And this is an example of a pastel
yeah.
teal. So yeah.
Yeah, but you can see the purple against the whites.
Yes.
That's a beautiful cornflower blue right here.
It is.
And this is a really neat find that might be off a poison bottle, the ribbing, or maybe like a refrigerator dish or something. Poison bottles were brightly colored, usually some bright color and not clear. But they had that ribbing so that if you grabbed it, you would identify that it was a poison bottle, something you should not eat. Lots of bits of just white pottery. And again, some like mudlarking finds. We think it might be an ashtray. It's not sharp, but it's definitely not well worn, so I don't know if we'll keep that.
And we
but
found this one just hiding in the rocks.
It's a really thick old piece of glass.
It's very thick, yes.
Really, really thick. And then we don't know what this is.
We think it's off a ship or something.
We have no idea. Some of these things. And you can see some of these like big, you can find just like these huge pieces.
And
pottery and glass and
we think this is a bowl. It's too big to be a mug. So
yeah, we think it was a bowl.
Probably a bowl. Not spongeware though.
Some pottery. This a good spot for some not super exciting pieces of pottery. Maybe that was really pretty.
It's like a tortoiseshell brownish color. It's really cool.
And then couple other exciting finds. Well, there's
like this.
Well, we don't know what that is.
We
Maybe
really
slag
don't know
metal.
what this is.
We think it might be slag metal or slag glass. There's also like these just really beautiful, I don't know, off greens, light greens. They're just really cool and old. And then milk glass. So that's really cool.
This is
really
actually
like the color.
a milk glass bottle lip.
Or jar. I think it's a jar lip. It
Jar
might
or
have been
bottle,
a cosmetic jar, but obviously it's called
Do we know
milk
what
glass.
This is?
It's just it's a little pottery fragment. So yeah,
stripes.
milk glass is called milk glass because it is white like milk. And probably some of the most exciting finds so far. We don't find uranium or UV glass very often, but we have been very lucky at this location to find 2 pieces. So I'll pick them out. You can kind of see on camera they've got a little bit of a green tinge to them, and then Ainsley's going to turn our flashlight on. There you go.
And they glow green.
And they glow green. See that?
This is a black light.
Shine it on the regular glass and show how. See?
It doesn't flash green.
On like the regular milk glass. These white. It doesn't flash green. But then you do it on this.
It's nice and green.
So
Which
yeah.
means it's uranium glass.
So they used to make uranium glass so that it glowed. Not so it glowed, so it gave it a certain color, and they didn't realize that, you know, it was giving off radioactive particles like uranium. So yeah, so they stopped making it, but it is very cool to find it, and it is pretty rare in our neck of the woods. So yeah, so this has been kind of a long video, but we did want to show you some of our finds, and very excited about this new spot, and we have a good parking plan when we go there now, which is good. And yeah, so we will say goodbye. Showing you pretty much our favorite our find there. That was probably one of my favorites, and the beautiful, beautiful teals. This is probably my favorite teal. Cal found this actually. So yeah, all right. Thank you very much, everyone. Bye.
Bye.